Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Danielle and today we have our keto intermittent fasting weight loss update. So if you guys want to hear how things went for me this week and how my weight loss journey is going, please stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well. Sorry for like the frizzy hair. I got like one of these, whatever, it's just frizzy. So happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great Memorial Day weekend. I wanted to kind of take a moment out just to thank just to remember all those who served bravely and did not make it home. Me and my family, we appreciate not only the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice they made for us to live here and to have the freedoms we have, but we also pray for their families that have lost them as well. So thank you guys very much and be safe out there this weekend and always. So let's jump into the weight loss. So how did this week go? Well, I lost again. Actually like I think it was like a 0.8 or something like that. It was like I'm 169 on the head. So it's really good. A lot of people have asked me how tall I am. I am 5'7", so I'm a tall girl. But yeah, so I lost a 0.8, which is good. I'm happy with that. So I think it was Sunday night, I was scooting out of bed and I just kind of like did like a turn and I don't know what I did. I like breathed wrong or something and I just pulled it in my back and I was just not doing good. And then I was feeling kind of under the weather and it was a rough week. So I wasn't able to work out at all. I did a lot of laying around and that like kind of made me like a lot of depressed. I was like really depressed. It's funny that you get so caught up in this routine that when you stop this routine and you're just like, well, what do I do now? You know, and it was really bothered me. It was really a hard week for me. And I know people would be like, oh, you can't work out. It wasn't only that, like I couldn't do a lot of things. I just wasn't feeling good. I'm not like COVID-19 good, but I had like some other stuff and my back was bothering me and it was just this snowball effect and I was just really upset. It was like a lot of crying happened this week. But I feel a lot better today. I feel a lot better, just kind of taking it easy. Hopefully I could start working out maybe again like Monday, Tuesday is my goal. I don't want to push it, but probably I think I'm really looking at Tuesdays where I'll probably start getting back into the swing of things. I don't want to get too lazy because if you get too lazy and you stay off of it, you can lose your whole routine. I've done it before. So yeah, so I'm happy that I was able to lose the weight without working out. So yes, you can successfully lose weight on keto without working out. A lot of people get that and they're like, well, I can't. I find it that it works better and I feel better when I work out. But I have been doing my intermittent fasting. I did talk about that last week, but I did want to kind of touch on it again. So I do intermittent fast, but I only intermittent fast 6 days a week. So on Sunday or Saturdays, I eat I don't have a strict time frame, so I just eat whenever I feel like it. I still watch my my macros. A lot of people ask too about how I calculate my macros. So here's the thing, and I just want to tell you guys this as well. Each person's macros are different. Each person's goals are different. So I am eating for weight loss. I'm trying to lose weight and I'm trying to lean out. So, and I'm trying to stay in ketosis, okay? So my main focus is staying 20 net carbs. I know a lot of people are saying total carbs, and if you want to do total carbs, that's completely on you. That's not where I'm at right now, and I don't want to do that. It's not saying I couldn't, I just don't want to. Just because I feel like I'll stop eating the stuff like vegetables and stuff like that. I don't want to be like, oh well, there's so many vegetables, I don't want to eat it or something. You know what I mean? So, but if you choose to do that, that's on you. But yeah, so I do 20 net carbs and I really watch my caloric intake. Because I want to lose weight, I keep my calories between like 1550 and 1650. And then I just adjust my fat and my protein accordingly. Some days my fat and protein match. Some days my protein is really low, my fat's really high. Sometimes it's vice versa. It really isn't going to affect me. I am fat adapted. I've been doing this quite some time. And keto ketogenic, all that stuff, it's a metabolic state. So in order for you to get into that metabolic state, you have to deprive your body of the carbohydrates. Once you deprive your body of the carbohydrates, they stop using those for fuel, and then you start using fat. And that's just kind of how it all rolls. There's like a whole science about it, but yeah. So I share a lot of full days of eating with you guys. I always break down my macros, my calories, and all that stuff. I found that tracking my food has helped me stay consistent, stay liable, and stay accountable for what I'm doing, what I'm eating. And I really owe, honestly guys, I owe like 98% of the success to you guys, because if you guys weren't watching these videos, I wouldn't do them, and I probably would be a lot lazier than I should be. So thank you guys so much for helping me get through this journey and be successful on it. I know a lot of people also say like, I don't want to do that, I don't want to count calories, or I don't want to count my macros, and I don't want to track my food. And that's okay. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. But if you're not seeing the results you want, you're definitely going to have to go back to the drawing board. Keto is like any other way of eating. You sometimes have to keep going back to the drawing board. What works for me may not work for you. What works for Susan may not work for me. It's just the way it goes. And no way of eating is one size fits all. Like if it was only that easy, like, all right, eat this, this, and this, and that's it, and you'll lose weight. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. If weight loss was that easy, everyone would do it. No, we wouldn't have this crazy high obesity rate. It's not easy, and it's a challenge. And you have, I'm sorry, my allergies, and you have to put the effort in and put the work in and say no when you want to say yes, and know when to push away from the table. Is it hard? Yes, but it's worth it, because it's you investing in you. No one else is going to take care of you and take care of your body the way you do. It is your machine, it is your temple, and no one is going to baby it and tune it up and fix it up and pay homage to it the way you will do. Take care of you. You're not going to be able to take care of your family, your kids, your job, your grandma, your aunt, your cousin, you know, your dogs, if you are in a shitty health. It's just the truth. You know, you want to be here for the long haul. I want to be here for the long haul, and I want to be the best me I can be. So that's why I continue to make the changes. That's why I continue to push forward and do the best I can. So I really hope you guys get that message from here. This isn't like about you fitting the norm of society. I get a lot of people diet shaming and saying that I'm fat shaming and this and that and diet culture. It's not about that. It's about healthy. It's about being the best you can be, putting the effort into yourself, making sure your heart's good, making sure your body's running good. That's what it's all about. It's not that I want you to be, you know, a size 0, because I don't want to be a size 0. I'm perfectly happy with being a curvy woman. You know, it's just I want to be comfortable in my own skin. And I know that if I was still almost 300 pounds, then I wouldn't be. Okay. So yeah, we're still intermittent fasting. A lot of people ask about my eating windows too. So my eating window is going to vary from everybody's eating window, because my day-to-day life varies from everybody. I am awake by 5 a.m. Okay, my kids, I'm homeschooling or e-learning my kids right now, so I'm home all the time. This is where I'm at. My husband works, I stay home with my 3 children. And so I get up at 5, and my kids usually don't wake up till like 11. So I like to have the quiet time. So my thing is though, is between 5 and 8, I usually just kind of watch TV, you know, get on the internet, hang out with my dog. I take them for a walk and stuff like that. Now that it's nice out, I take them out for a walk before the kids even wake up, and just kind of do whatever cleaning, cook, you know, stuff I gotta do. And I like to sit down in the morning and have my cup of coffee. I don't have any cup of coffee. I don't have anything other than water or black tea while I'm fasting, okay? And you could have the ketogenic, perfect keto base if you choose. And that's all I do. So, but I like to have that coffee, and I know my coffee's going to break my fast. So I choose to have my eating window between, I choose to end it between the hours of 3 to 5 p.m. If I can end it at 3, then I end it at 3. If I have to wait until 4 to dinner, if it's depending on what time I can get dinner done. honestly, is where I'm at. Some days I end up super early, some days I end up closer to 5. It's all about when I can get the meal cooked, okay? And so I like to, if I can have my coffee at 7 a.m., that'll be better. If I get, that's great. 8, 9, I, you know, like to have it and throughout that time. That's why I set up my stuff. You may work night shift, you may work second shift, you may work all day and not have time to sit down and eat. Whatever fits your schedule. You don't have to follow the same schedule. I just make sure I don't eat for 16 hours, 6 days a week. That's it. And I'm not saying I starve myself, because I always make sure I get my calories in during my eating window, okay? Some people, intermittent fasting works great. Some people don't like it, and it's really up to you. It's what you make of it. You know, I can't, like I said, not everything works for everybody, okay? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And then what else I get a couple questions on? A lot of people ask me too what my weight was when I started. I think I didn't start this journey documenting everything from my highest weight. I wish I did. I wish I would have turned on the camera all those years ago. But I started out at 286 pounds. That was 2 months after I had Rebecca. And I didn't even really gain too much with Rebecca. Because I was really sick with her, I think I only gained about 15 pounds with Rebecca. So yeah, usually my comfort weight was about 250, 260 pounds. I think when I went to my first doctor's appointment, I was 258. So I was a big girl. So I've been small and I've been large. It's just one of those things. I've battled the bulge my whole life. So it could be done. I'm not saying, you know, there's a lot of people I've seen on here, like Jess from Keto Rewind. She lost a lot of weight in a year, and that's phenomenal. It took me a while. It took me a while to figure it out. It took me a while to get a better grasp on food. It took me a long time to understand that I can't outwork a bad diet. And that's with anything. I would go and I would work out and I would work out, but I would still eat really shitty. And I was like, why can't I lose weight? And it wasn't until like I figured out that I had to that my eating was more important than actually the working out. Once I got my eating under control and I started working out all together, it just fell off. So I get that question a lot too. So what am I going to do? We're just going to keep pounding out this intermittent fasting. I'm pretty close to goal weight. It's amazing. I'm going to turn around and show you guys. My room's a little messy. Y'all know people be talking about me when my room's messy. But yeah, we're really losing, and I'm really excited. I really feel like I definitely owe it to the intermittent fasting and watching my macros. That is the key. And working out, but I didn't work out this week. But you can lose weight. You can do it. You can do it. If you set your mind to it, you can do it. I promise. So, yeah, it's really, there's really no secret. I feel like people watch these videos because they were like, oh, well, what is she doing? How is she losing it? There's no secret, guys. There's really no magic pill. No like, all right, do this and you're gonna lose a shit ton of weight. It's really consistency and dedication and accountability. You know, watching what you're putting into your mouth. You know, I had like the seafood diet. If I see food, I ate it, you know, and that's a big thing for me. It's the random pickups, you know what I mean? And snacking, and that was a hard one for me to break. I had to literally be like, okay, you know, especially, well, we don't go out now, but like when we would be out socially and I would just be like, oh, and I would just snack for no reason, you know what I mean? So that's where you really have to, once you make yourself notice how much you like just nibble on things and you don't account for it, you're like, dang, I went over, I'm not even full because I'm eating like garbage that's not even filling me up, and I ate like way more than I needed to, instead of being like, all right, let me sit down and make myself a meal. You know, that's what I do. That's what I find that helps. If I'm hungry enough and I feel like I need a snack, no girl, you need to sit down and you need to make yourself something to eat, because you need something that's going to fill you up, and you need to watch what you're putting, because I boredom eat, I comfort eat, I eat for no reason, you know? So anyways, let me show you, let me turn you around here. You can't get clothes out of the damn way. All right, so this is a little romper I have on today, but I'm not self-tanned either, but I can totally tell. I mean, my legs, I feel like, are definitely getting smaller. You can see a lot more definition in them. So I do have cellulite because I'm human, but I definitely feel like for sure you can see like my legs are getting a lot smaller. They're not
hugging each other as much. My waist has definitely gotten a lot smaller as well. And even in like, I never would have had the gumption to walk out in one of these rompers because I always felt like I look like a Twinkie, you know. But I feel like it's really comfortable, it's really light, and like this isn't sticking out. Like that's always like my biggest concern is like this lower pouch, and like I feel like it really is really gone down.
Another weight loss happy dance. So yeah, we lost a 0.9. So we're on our way, just slowly but surely getting to where we need to be. I would love to hear how you guys are doing. How's your weight loss going? Are you guys doing great? Are you sticking with it? And yeah, I love you guys. Please be safe. If you guys are opening, we are opening. We are going to phase 3. Each state has different phases, guys. So don't think like we went from like nothing open. Like phase 3 is like where we're barely opening up like hair salons and barber shops and stuff like that is starting to open up, and that's in June. And unfortunately the city isn't even really giving us a date yet. The state of Illinois is opening up in June 1st, but the city of Chicago, we don't really have an exact date yet. It's sometime in June. So be safe out there. That's it. I love you guys. Make good choices, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye guys.